Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Pretty simple today. Got some goodies soaking in the acid. It's been in there for a long time. I actually forgot that I even had these, and it's completely stuffed the jar. So I'm gonna rinse it out with some water and then get it into a pan and have a look what's in there. I don't even know what's in there. I can't remember. It's been too long. And then we'll sort through anything that we need to sort through and see what we've got. Alright, I'll get the hose and rinse this out and then we'll go from there. Alright, just rinsing away, and at least you can see some gold in there. That's always a positive. Yeah, just remember to, when you're dealing with this stuff, to wear gloves and just be safe. You can get some nasty reactions from the acid. Better be safe than sorry. But rinse this a little bit longer and we'll see how much we've actually got in here, because you can see a specy there. And there's a couple of loose bits of gold just below it that I've spotted. Try and wash it out of the way. And I just made it even harder to see. Just scratch that. Yeah, we'll just keep rinsing it out, and then I'll get them in a pan and we'll have a look. Alright, got the jar all emptied out and clean. Got it in the pan. And done pretty well for ourselves actually out of this. We got some loose gold here. And tiny specy. Bit of a wiry specy. Another little tiny dot in the middle of that. And then the big one, the big specy. So we'll have to crack them open. The species, I might leave the wiry one. I like the way that looks like that. Got like some tiny little bits of quartz there that we'll just crush up and have a look. But there is all those that were in there too, so I'm not too sure actually. Could be more. We'll just crush it all up and have a look. But yeah, pretty happy with that. It's a nice gold in there. Alright, we've made it out the back. Just starting to separate the quartz. So they're the four that have got gold in them. That's all the unknown, but it was in there for a reason, I'm guessing. But yeah, and then there's the loose nuggets that we could see. So I'm going to put them in the dolly pot and sieve it down, and then see what else we've got going on. Yeah, hopefully there's a bit more in these bits. Yeah, anyway, I'll come back when I've done some crushing. Alright, well, we just crushed and panned out the stuff that we didn't know what was in it. And I've got like a little bit of fine gold for our trouble at the top there, so that's alright. A little bit of a bally bit. So yeah, that's not too bad. At least there was something in there. So yeah, I guess we'll crush them two and the big one. But yeah, definitely leave this one. That's pretty cool. I don't want to touch that. Focus properly. It's probably not doing much justice to it. Come on, you silly thing. There we go. But yeah, I don't want to crush that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so we'll crush this other three and then have a look at our final take. Bar, like, not including the little couple of dots. But yeah, just of the nugget side. Alright. Alright, we've made it back inside. We've crushed everything up. I snuffer bottled up those couple of bits of little dots of gold, because why not? And then, yeah, so now I've got it all sorted out. So we've got our four species. And then that's the, if it'll focus, yeah. That was the other gold that was in there, just some little bits. But I'll give you a bit better looks at the species. This was the big one. Wow, why is my phone doing that? Oh my god, just focus, please. Bloody phones. There we go. Yeah, that was the big one. It's a nice little wraparound bit. And we've got the one that I didn't want to crush. I don't know why my phone's doing that. That's annoying. Anyway, take it over here. Can't really see the gold too much. It's still a little bit coated, but you can definitely see the structure. And you saw it earlier anyway. And this was another one, just a little button, nice and shiny. And then another little button, nice and shiny. So I mean, between the species there's probably, oh, I don't know, maybe it's hard to really tell. I don't know, probably maybe a 0.1 if I'm lucky. But it doesn't matter, I might just keep them like that. But we'll chuck the other gold on. Oh, why is it being such a pain in the butt today? This will not focus. But yeah, we'll chuck these others on and see how much they weigh. There's some nice little bits in there, nice and shiny, which it should be after soaking in the acid for God knows how long. But I can say that, yeah, even though I did forget about them, I do remember that, yeah, I got these from a spot in Ballarat, or well, just out of Ballarat. Yeah, out of a little bit of a reef, so happy days. We'll get these on the scales and then we'll see how we did. Alright, got the scales teared off, let's do it. If we can get a 0.1 I'll be happy, but not holding my breath. Oh, come on. Just under 0.09. But that's alright. Any gold is good gold, as they say. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.